This is Bach, a transformer-based text-to-audio model. We will find out its best features, how different it is from the state-of-the-art audio model, and how to install and run it on your computer. Bach was developed by Suno out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. State of the art for speech synthesis in January of 2023 is this application, VAL-E. They use language modeling approach to text-to-speech synthesis. So how is Bach different from this? Bach uses GPT-style models to generate audio from scratch. It uses the initial text prompt, which is embedded into high-level semantic tokens without the use of phonemes. And in this way, it's able to generalize to arbitrary instructions beyond speech. And it can also generate speech as well as music lyrics, sound effects, or other non-speech sounds without any extra effort. Let us look at speech generation. Inside the red square, we have the text prompt. First, let us listen at the generated audio.
Hello, my name is Suno, and I like pizza. But I also have other interests such as playing tic-tac-toe.
Like you heard, in addition to the text, we also have some non-speech parts of the text prompt that were generated, like the delay after R and the laughs after I like pizza. Other non-speech parts are supported as well. Here is a list. Bach also supports realistic multilingual speech. Look at this text prompt. We have 2 sentences in Spanish and 1 sentence in English. Let us listen.
Buenos días, Miguel. Tu colega piensa que tu alemán es extremadamente malo. But I suppose your English isn't terrible.
Just like you heard, you can see it's able to automatically recognize the language in the text prompt, even for multiple languages, and switch easily between them. And also, the initial sentences were in Spanish, and the third sentence is in English, and it's able to read the third English sentence with a Spanish accent. So the order also matters in a realistic way. We call this linguistic code switching, which is able to do at ease. Let us listen one more time.
Buenos días, Miguel. Tu colega piensa que tu alemán es extremadamente malo. But I suppose your English isn't terrible.
Bach is also able to generate music, though this is not technically accurate because Bach does not differentiate between speech and music. It's able to generate them without any extra effort. And sometimes it's able to generate text as music as well if the lyrics express a popular and well-known piece of music. But one can also add music notes around lyrics to generate music at will. Let us look at an example here. We have these 2 music notes around the prompt to suggest to it to generate music. Let us listen.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion barks tonight.
You can also use Bach with voice presets and to do voice cloning. It's able to fully clone voice tone, pitch, emotion, and prosody, though this feature is limited because of safety. And Bach also attempts to preserve music, ambient noise, and other input that's present in the input audio. Let us look at an example of voice presets in this text prompt. Here we can see we specify the history prompt when generating the audio, where we specify our choice of speaker. Let us take a listen.
I have a silky smooth voice, and today I will tell you about the exercise regimen of the common sloth.
So you had the choice of the preset as well as generation of non-speech sounds in the background. We are also able to specify multiple speakers at the prompt, such as a narrator, man, woman, and others. Let us try this prompt, which has two individuals speaking, a man and a woman.
I would like an omelette latte, please.
Wow, that's expensive.
As you've heard, you can clearly separate the woman and the man speaking there. Back is available for installation by using pip install of the GitHub repo or cloning the GitHub repo and then doing pip install inside the directory. The hardware support is good and Berk has been tested and works on both CPU and GPU with these versions of PyTorch and CUDA. The hardware support is on two levels. Using modern GPUs and Python nightly, Berk can generate in roughly real time. On older GPUs, the default Colab and CPUs, inference time might be 10 to 100 times slower. You can also join the waiting list for better hardware and larger models at Suno.ai to use their AI playground. Let us look at a Colab demo. Here we have three simple steps. First, we do a pip install of GitHub repo. Then we import the Berk library, and from there we import the sample rate, generate audio, and preload models. And from IPython display library, we import audio, and then we preload the models. And the third step, we prepare the text prompt, we generate the audio, and finally we sample the generated audio to play the text in the notebook. So here is the Google Colab. First, you pip install the GitHub repository for Berk. Then you pip install PyTorch after uninstalling the default so as to get the nightly version. From there, you import the modules from Berk, which are sample rate, generate audio, and preload models. And from IPython display, you import the audio. With this, you will download models using this preload models function, and then you have two almost 4 gigabyte files being downloaded, so this will take a little while. Finally, you prepare the text prompt and then generate your audio and sample it so that you can hear it in the Colab notebook. Let us take a listen of this.
Hello, my name is Suno, and I like pizza. But I also have other interests such as playing tic-tac-toe.
The sound generator is not very good, but okay. Let's look at the advanced examples. First, the code switching.
Buenos días, Miguel. Tu colega piensa que tu alemán es extremadamente malo. But I suppose your English isn't terrible.
This generation is a lot better. Then we'll also try the two narrators.
I would like an omelette latte, please.
Wow, that's expensive.
Okay, that's pretty good. And finally, we'll try the history prompt command to specify the speaker.
I have a silky smooth voice, and today I will tell you about the exercise regimen of the common sloth.
Or we can see all those work in the Google Colab. One can easily run Bark using the free tier of Google Colab, and we've seen that the generated audio is just as good. So we've seen the features of Bark, we've seen how good it is at audio generation and generation of non-speech parts as well, and how realistic sounding audio it's able to generate.